So in today's video, we're actually going to be talking on the topic of what is the best way to get a girl's contact details and whether you should be going for the Instagram or going for the number. My name is Alex King. I'm one of the head coaches here at Social Freedom, and we have helped hundreds of guys all around the world completely transform their dating lives and help them become the most attractive versions of themselves. If you guys enjoy this type of dating and self-development content, then please leave a like, subscribe, hit that little notification bell for all future content here on this channel. All right, boys, let's crack straight into it. So one of the biggest questions I get from a lot of my clients that come and work with us, whether it be on our live 5-day immersion program or our online coaching, is, Alex, when I meet a cute girl in a club environment, or maybe I meet her in a social circle setting, or maybe I meet her through a cold approach, daytime interaction, what should I do in terms of getting her contact details? Should it be the number or should it be the Instagram? So I have an answer for this that I find that most coaches don't actually teach. Most coaches, in regards to dating, will put a lot of emphasis on always trying to go for the number. They feel like it's a little bit more of a more personal thing to do. The girls are a little bit more invested and they're more likely to actually reply. Okay, I actually disagree with this statement. I believe the most important thing is understanding the difference between different girls' texting blueprints. Okay, so what is a texting blueprint? Basically, every single person on the planet has a different style of communication in terms of how they usually get in contact with their friends, their family, or people they might want to be like romantically connected with. Okay, so for example, for myself, my primary form of contact for when I'm communicating with my friends or family or maybe girls that I want to bring into my life is Instagram. And then for other people, it might be text, okay, the number. For other people, it might be Snapchat. For other people, it might be Messenger, or maybe even WhatsApp or Telegram. Everyone has a different style of a texting blueprint, if you will. And you'll find that a lot of the girls that you meet out there, whether it be through cold approach during the day or in a club environment or in your social circles, they also too have a different style of texting blueprint. Okay, now I want to tell a little story about how I actually discovered this concept. So approximately 3 years ago, back when I first started going out there and doing the whole cold approach thing, I met this girl. We had this amazing interaction and I got her contact details. I went for the number like I was taught by all these YouTube videos, okay? And the next day I sent her a text message. I actually never got a response from this girl. So I followed up with a follow-up text message. I sent her like a meme or something like that, or like a value photo or something along the lines of this. Still nothing, dead, okay? I was a little disappointed, but it is what it is. I then tried to move on, find another girl. Anyway, long story short, I would say probably 2 to 3 months after this particular interaction, I actually ran into this girl in the exact same place, on the exact same street. And I thought to myself, you know what, fuck it. I'm actually gonna go up to her again, reapproach her, and find out why she never replied to my texts. So I went up and started a conversation. She was really receptive, surprisingly, because I thought she rejected me. And we had like a bit of a short conversation. And then I asked her, I said, hey, listen, remember when we met like a couple of months ago? And I sent you a text. You actually never responded to me. I was just curious as of why you never actually got back in contact. And she goes, well, Alex, I actually never got a message from you. And I'm like, well, what do you mean? And she said, well, I was hoping that you would text me, but you never really got in contact with me. And I said, well, what the fuck is going on here? And she goes, well, hang on a minute. Did you get my number or did you get my messenger? And I said, oh, I got your number. And I showed her the text message. And then she's like, oh shit, okay, this is where you potentially, fucked up a little bit. Because the thing is with me, I never actually reply to any of the text messages that people send me. Doesn't matter if it's my mom, my dad, my friends, anyone. I never reply to text. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. Well, what do you usually use? She goes, Messenger. Anyway, she shows me her phone. She has 150 unread text messages from all these different people that she never got back to. And then I asked her, okay, well, listen, like I really enjoyed getting to know you the last time we were in contact. Maybe this time we can exchange like Messenger if that's your preferred form of communication, and then maybe we could link up for a coffee another time. And she goes, yeah, for sure, add me on Messenger and we'll go from there. Anyway, the following day, I sent her a message on Messenger, and who fucking knew? She replied. I couldn't fucking believe it. Anyway, long story short, we end up going on a date. So this was the moment that I realized that everyone has different styles of communication when it comes to technology, whether it be primarily using their number, WhatsApp, Snapchat, Telegram, Instagram, Facebook Messenger, whatever it is, everyone is a little bit different. So when my clients come to me and they ask, Alex, what should I be doing when I meet girls? Should I be going for the number or going for some form of social media? I always say, check for her texting blueprint. And this is how you go about it. Okay, so let's say you're wrapping up the interaction, whether this be in a club or in a social circle setting, or maybe in a cold approach during the day, and you say something along the line of this. Hey Sarah, like honestly, I've really enjoyed your company. I really like XYZ about you. So if you're open to it, maybe at another time, we could go for a coffee or a juice when both of our schedules free up. Would you be cool with that? Something along the lines of this. She then, if you've run the interaction well, she will happily say to you, yeah, for sure, let's link up, okay? You then need to say this, okay, cool. What is the best way to get in contact with you, okay? This is very important. Right? Because if you get the wrong platform in terms of communication, this is where you can get those flaky numbers, and then she never replies to your text messages, and you can never line up the date. Okay. Now there's a few caveats around this, and I'm going to dive into that now. So let's say again, you ask her, hey, what's the best way to get in contact with you? And then she says Instagram. Okay, sweet. You then get the Instagram. Let's say she says Snapchat. Great, you get the Snapchat. Let's say she says Messenger. Great, you get the Messenger. Cool. But this is the one caveat. If you find that she's a little hesitant, so you say, hey, what's the best way to go? Cool, let's link up. What's the best way to get in contact with you? And then she responds with, maybe Instagram, or like, I don't know, maybe Messenger. I don't know. Just what do you prefer? Okay, this is where you need to double down. Okay, so you might ask, okay, cool. We can exchange Messenger or or Instagram, but I'm just curious, what do you use more often to get in contact with your friends and family? What do you use mostly to message people? Okay, and this is then when she'll clarify and say, oh, well, actually, honestly, I probably use my number more, or she might respond with, oh no, actually, I use Messenger more or Snapchat more. Okay, this is then how you screen for her texting blueprint, and then you exchange on the thing that she confirmed that she uses the most. Okay, it's literally as simple as that. Now, one last caveat to this, to the context of what I'm teaching here, is if you boys haven't optimized your Facebook profile, or you haven't optimized your Instagram profile either, then this is where it becomes a potential issue. Because if you haven't actually got like high quality photos, or you're not posting like good quality content or stories that display like social proof and that you have like a lot of friends, you live a cool lifestyle, and the photos are actually of high quality, then sometimes if you meet girls, okay, especially if they're short interactions in the day or the club environment where potentially she doesn't remember everything, you didn't create like a really solid connection with her, sometimes she might be 50-50 on you. So when you send a text message, emotionally she's like, do I like this guy? Do I not? She'll then check out your Facebook or Instagram and then have a look at your profile to make an educated diagnosis on whether she's actually going to want to see you again. And if your photos aren't good and your profile isn't good, then you're going to find yourself in a situation where she might actually go, nah, I'll pass this time. So what I would recommend for the guys that haven't optimized their Facebook profile or their Instagrams, this is what I would say. In terms of texting blueprints, when you meet these girls, yes, sure, you can say like, hey, what's your preferred platform to actually, what's the best way to get in contact with you? Sorry. She might respond with like Instagram. Then you might want to respond with like, oh, actually, I don't really spend that much time on Instagram. Could we do my number instead? Okay, because you're better off to be in a situation where you can send a text message on like the number or WhatsApp or Snapchat, something like this, instead of giving her the Instagram or the social media where she then can see a profile that's not that good. It's honestly not the best thing to do in that situation. Cool, so hopefully this little video has helped in regards to context of whether you should go for the number or social media. You now have a better understanding of the overall texting blueprints. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you guys have enjoyed this type of content and you'd like to inquire about some of our coaching services, I'm gonna leave a link in the description with our Calendly link. You can book a free consultation call. Or for the guys that wanna learn more about dating and self-development, we have a Facebook group with thousands of other like-minded guys where we post content that we actually can't put on YouTube itself, and that way you can enjoy a lot more of our free trainings. Feel free to click on the link in the description. That's where our Facebook is. Fill out the membership questions and then enjoy our Facebook community. All right, boys, see you in the next one.